You live and you learn, and this is why women have kind of like intense traumatic experiences when they are beginning to tap into their dark feminine power, because it usually, that's what it takes, right? It usually takes a big slap in the face, a wake-up call that there is a literal entity that exists that wants to demonize you and keep you with tape over your mouth and make you look like a deranged psychopath. When you start to feel like you are going into that dark passion, rage, emotion that happens when you are being called to step into your dark feminine energy. Peace. Welcome back to another video. This is Esaia Mystic, and in this video, and we're going to be doing a video series about cultivating dark feminine energy based on your zodiac sign. So if you are any of the signs that I do during this series, you can discover how to start activating your dark femininity in your life. And this energetic power that comes from cultivating your dark feminine energy, your sovereignty, your authority, is going to be able to be applied to your body, your love life, your business. It can be applied to any of these areas. So make sure you stay tuned. And without further ado, I'm going to get into this video. Also, just a quick little announcement. I did a poll in my community chat, asking you guys what you would prefer to see more of on this channel. And I noticed that certain videos you guys like more than others. So for the videos that are going to be really digging deep into feminine energy and feminine psychology and how to start applying it on a spiritual level, on a soulful level, into every area of your life, that is going to be specifically for my new podcast that I have created. It's called The Earth Feminine, and you can find this podcast on Apple Podcasts. You can find it on Spotify for now, and those are the major two platforms you can find the podcast on. So I encourage you to hit the link below, go check out the podcast, leave a review. If you leave a review, I have 8 spaces available where I am offering you the opportunity to hop on a free feminine wealth embodiment session with me for 30 minutes. So it's a 30-minute session. When you leave a review, make sure you message me on Instagram at my new Instagram page, The Earth Feminine, and I will set something up with you, let you know what dates are available for me, and we can set something up. So yes, make sure you check out the podcast. So this video is going to be about the Aries woman and the way that an Aries woman cultivates her dark femininity. So before I get into the cultivation of your dark femininity, the dilemma is what I'm going to highlight here, because the dilemma is the thing that is going to really allow you to see where your dark feminine energy activation is. So the dilemma of the Aries woman is always going to be being naive, being gullible, and being impulsive. So much so that this woman does not catch on to the the details, right? Now, it's not really in an Aries woman nature to catch on to details, but it is in an Aries woman's nature to be able to have a good perspective, to be able to see things just for what they are, and having a logical, precise, and strategic way that she goes about getting what she wants based off of what she sees. So this is really important for the Aries women, because Aries women repetitively get them, like, they just have this tendency to be super naive, not see things like for what they are. This is very symbolic also for the ram, because the ram is actually considered a blind animal, and the only time the ram is able to see is, actually, they're never really able to see. They have this like kind of blindness. But the thing is about the Aries, right? This is to let you know that Aries women do not notice the like tidbits of things, right? The little things, like what time it was on this day, or like all of those things is just like a blur, right? Because Aries is very tunnel vision, tunnel focus. And for the Aries woman, when it comes to your dark femininity in your relationships, in your lifestyle, in your business, you can tend to be a little naive, gullible, and just super impulsive on your emotions. And so the activation here is going to be you being able to become refined and more logical. So let me start with the refined part, because the thing about being naive, gullible, and impulsive is you can tend to be also like wild, right? You can be a wild card, right? And you have no rules, you have no bounds, like you have no, like, and it's like almost like a breeding ground for insecurity for an Aries woman, and feeling like all of this like external loyalty that you're giving to people, all of these immediate actions that you're doing are actually benefiting you, but they're really not. They're just wild, and it's just all over the place. So becoming refined is going to be a really big thing for you. And honestly, the Aries women that I see that have cultivated their dark feminine energy the most always are refined. Like Aries women, they just, when they are have cultivated their dark feminine energy, these women are just so refined, right? And the refinement comes in the way that you show up. Like you're super mindful about who you are being. Like, who are you, right? Who are you? Do your actions align with who you are? Does your image align with who you are? Does all of the things that you do align with who you really are? Is gonna be big for an Aries woman cultivating her dark feminine energy. Okay, this is something I want to add in before I forget, but Amber Heard is actually an Aries woman. So Amber Heard is an Aries woman, and this is like a perfect example of how Aries women can like completely fall out of their dark femininity and go into this place of kind of being resistant to their dark feminine energy. Amber Heard is basically like a perfect example of this, because she was unable to, first of all, she digged herself into this big hole, right, with someone that basically completely, and I wouldn't say that, wouldn't say it was him per se, but the energy of the relationship and him got her and dug her into this seriously huge hole. And she's like, basically like, how did I get here, right? How did I end up in this situation? And it's because of the fact that she was most likely being impulsive. She was not being refined and paying attention to the details, and using her mind to be really strategic and understanding like how she is using her feminine energy to basically go against her and keep her in this state of insecurity. So if you want to learn more about like how I actually feel about the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trial, I talked about that on my podcast. Again, The Earth Feminine. You can find it on Apple Podcasts. But that situation, overall, I completely see how Amber Heard dug herself into a hole. I am not one of those people who are going to sit here and bash a woman because she's a woman. Like, seriously, it's ridiculous how people are claiming to be so high and mighty, but they're sitting here dragging a woman that they don't even know on the internet and, you know, calling her a liar, saying that she has fake tears and all of these things. And it's just really pathetic. So if you're one of those people, please just unsubscribe from me, because I do not support that kind of vibe, right? I support you having an awareness over your feminine energy, over who you are as a woman. I will never support a woman bashing another woman. I don't care what she did. I don't care what you think she did. I don't care. I don't care. So, with that being said, that is how I feel about that. And I also feel like she is a really good representation of what can happen when you as an Aries woman fall out of your dark feminine power. Now, if she was actually seated in her dark feminine power, things would have probably went a lot differently. But you live and you learn, and this is why women have kind of like intense traumatic experiences when they are beginning to tap into their dark feminine power, because it usually, that's what it takes, right? It usually takes a big slap in the face, a wake-up call that there is a literal entity that exists that wants to demonize you and keep you with tape over your mouth and make you look like a deranged psychopath. When you start to feel like you are going into that dark passion, rage, emotion that happens when you are being called to step into your dark feminine energy. So, without further ado, I'm going to finish this video. You also want to make sure that you are being strategic and intellectual when it comes to the way that you are moving in life. So the lower nature of an Aries woman will be super impulsive. She'll act before she thinks. She'll believe stuff without really going through all of the like facts or information. And this woman will also tend to deny what her innermost feelings are about something, or like these little hunches, right? The things that are coming up that are like, but they're more emotional, right? So an Aries woman can also get into a place where she is ignoring like rhythms of like how people are, you know, talking, how people are walking. Like she can tend to just kind of like not think that those things don't matter, but they do matter. They do matter. So an Aries woman cultivating her dark feminine energy, being more mental, right, and using your mind in situations when you get these intense emotions. So the last part to Aries woman cultivating dark feminine energy is strategy. Okay? Like, being strategic is important for an Aries woman, because this woman, again, she tends to be impulsive. She tends to just go and do stuff and then be like, what did I just do? What just happened? Later, when the best way to cultivate your dark feminine energy as an Aries woman is going to be knowing how to be strategic and precise. So this is like taking that tunnel vision and like really being aware of how to move and flow and what's like basically knowing like who's gonna throw what punch, how to like dodge this punch. It's like basically like, and I always talk about this a lot, how Aries teaches you how to become the martial artist and have this kind of mastery over self that nobody can win against you, because you know yourself so well. You know how to carry yourself so well. You know how to respond and react in situations so well that nobody has any real power over you. So the Aries woman is going to know how to be strategic in her life, in, you know, so that she can win. And this is essentially, in a nutshell, how to cultivate your dark feminine energy as an Aries woman. So remember, don't be naive, don't be gullible, don't be impulsive. Use your mind, okay? Really go over how these things make sense, how things add up, right? How the dots connect. Really use your mind in every situation. Don't just act impulsively. Do not be gullible and naively loyal to people that have not shown you that they are even like worthy of that, right? Don't give, don't overdo it, right? Don't overdo your energy. Be refined. Know what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and does all of the things that you're doing align with who you really are and what you really want for yourself? So these are all of the questions to ask yourself. These are all the things to assess. These are all the things that will help you as an Aries woman really begin to be fully embodied in your dark feminine energy. And with that being said, if you are interested, I am opening up the doors to the Earth Feminine, okay? So you guys know about the Lilith Code. You guys know about the Love Potion. You guys know about any of my previous offerings. Well, the Earth Feminine is the name for the program, a similar program that I did, which was called Activating the Earth Feminine. But I want this to just be so simple, right? So my podcast is called The Earth Feminine. My new Instagram page is called The Earth Feminine. And my new program is called The Earth Feminine. And this is a 4 to 7 month program that is open right now for you to sign up if you are ready to learn how to embody soul-led feminine wealth in your body, in your love life, and in your relationships. This is teaching you all of the ancient codings of how to awaken your intuition, your awareness, and your sovereignty as a woman. So if you're interested in being a part of that, send me a DM at the Earth Feminine. Let's chat. And I have currently have 3 VIP spaces available if you would like to have one-on-one access to me and basically have me in your pocket for the next 7 months to help you and guide you along your path in cultivating your feminine energy, your earth feminine energy, which in my opinion has to do with health, it has to do with love, it has to do with abundance in your relationship to money. So that's what we're going to be getting into this time around, and I'm excited to have you all be a part of it. So yeah, this was my first video of the Cultivating Your Dark Feminine Energy Zodiac series, and I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new to my channel, and I will see you in my next video.